Gender-based violence remains a significant challenge worldwide. In Nigeria, nearly 30% of women aged 15 to 49 have experienced physical violence at some point in their lives. In northern Nigeria, cultural and economic barriers further expose women to vulnerabilities, while child marriage, limited access to education, and financial dependency heightens their risks of abuse. For many, the absence of financial independence means an absence of choices. But what if economic empowerment could change this narrative? What if women had the resources and support to take control of their futures?
According to UNICEF, 1 in every 4 girls in Nigeria experiences sexual violence. Behind these statistics are real people. They are women, men, and children whose lives have been profoundly impacted by abuse. These cases are often silenced by deeply ingrained cultural norms, making the culture of silence one of the biggest barriers to addressing sexual and gender-based violence. However, with the right resources and support, women can become powerful change makers. And that is exactly what the WAVES project is all about. With support from the Canadian High Commission to Nigeria through the Canada Fund for Local Initiatives, we executed the first phase of the project, designed as a 5-month incubator and mentorship program. The pilot phase of the WAVES project targets women who are survivors of gender-based violence or are at risk of experiencing gender-based violence and are engaged in small agribusinesses.
We launched the project in October 2024 and began with the gender-based violence workshop and a needs assessment, which revealed that most participants are self-employed in informal agribusiness but face challenges such as limited technical skills and inadequate access to finance, barriers that further heighten the impact of gender-based violence. To address these issues, the project introduced a 5-day business development service training led by an expert consultant focusing on starting, sustaining, and scaling agri-businesses. The goal was to equip the women with the skills to scale and grow their sustainable businesses by leveraging a circular economic model while also empowering them to recruit and mentor other women within their communities.
Gaskiya na koyo abubuwa da dama. Na zo kuma nima ina faɗakarwa da 'yan uwana mata akan kare haƙunanmu ga mazajenmu da kuma cin zarafi na 'ya'ya mata da namu na mazaje gaba ɗaya. Ina koya musu yadda za su zauna da mazajensu lafiya, su ma mazajen su zauna da matayensu lafiya. Idan kai sana'arka ka ɗan samu ka taimaka wa mijinka, shi ma ya samu ya taimaka ma, ku haɗu ku haɗa gwiwa, ku dinga rufa kanku asiri.
Da muka zo wani watan sai naga an ɗauko mana facilitator wanda ya san me yake yi, kuma ya zo ya dinga bamu ilimin kamar ya buɗe mana kwakwalwa, saboda gaba ɗaya lectures ɗin shi ana ganewa. Ya bamu akan yadda za mu tsara business ɗin, yadda za mu yi customer relationship duka wannan lapses abubuwan da muka rasa kusan sai ya haɗa mana su.
We leveraged the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence to raise more awareness. During this period, some of our participants were interviewed on live radio programs, reaching over 2 million listeners within just 3 weeks. This approach was designed to stir behavioral change within the communities by amplifying the voices of those most affected by GBV.
Over the past 5 months, the WAVES project have made a significant impact. We have worked with 50 women across 11 LGAs in Kano State. These women have shown commitment to the program. We have recorded 100% of attendance across all activities, and we see these women applying the learnings in ways that have yielded remarkable results. Many of them who were once reserved and hesitant to speak on sensitive issues have found their voices and are now boldly advocating against gender-based violence on larger platforms. Beyond the advocacy, economic empowerment has been a critical aspect of the program. For the first time, 72% of our participants opened business accounts, positioning themselves for financial growth and stability. Also, all our participants successfully registered their business with SMIDAN for the first time. As the program progressed, all the women we visited and we branded their businesses, aligning them for scalability, collaboration, and long-term sustainability.
I also learned a lot of things because me like this, I don't even know anything on how to plant a crops at home. But I'm very grateful that I came and was part of this project because I learned a lot on it. Within this 4 to 5 month project, I started even rearing a fish at home. That's why they are dying, but at least I keep on trying because I know try before you know you're weak.
In this course of this training, I was able to learn a lot concerning GBV, as gender-based violence. I had a shallow knowledge, but because of this training, I was able to know the in-depth, the meaning, to know even that GBV survivors are not called victims, but survivors because they were able to survive whatever obstacle that they have gotten. And then also, I was able to understand how to, have my business strategized, how to plan my business, both in the, tracking my income and expenses, what goes in, what goes out, how to sell my market, how to know my specific target audience.
The first day da na zo akan yan GBB sai na ga wani ilimi wanda yake a ɓoye ban san da shi ba. Abubuwa da yawa suna faruwa a area da muke a zaune, amma ba mu san cewa za mu iya ɗaukan mataki akan wannan abun ba. Ranar farko da na koma gida akwai nebo na wadda suna samun matsala da ita da mijinta sosai. So bayan na gama abin da nake yi, na yi ƙoƙari na kira ta cewa yau fa mun je wani guri, abin da aka gama sai na ga kamar akan ki ake magana. So na gaya mata abubuwa da yawa, washe gari lauyoyi sun zo sun faffaɗi abubuwa su ma, to na ba ta shawarwari da yawa akai. Gaskiya ban san muna da wata dama muhimmiya ba da suka wayar min da kai, amma yanzu na ɗaura wa raina cewa duk inda na ga abin zan iya yin yaƙi da shi.
I was taught how to raise seedlings, step-by-step teaching on how to raise seedlings, and a lot of things I can't begin to mention under WAVES projects, but this is but a few I can bring to the table.
The WAVES project has also facilitated direct referral links between participants and professional counselors at the Waraka Sexual Assault Referral Center, ensuring that survivors have the necessary referral services to report cases of GBV. This connection has already led to the tangible action, as 30% of the women have taken personal initiatives to conduct step-down training on gender-based violence in their own communities.
With support from the Canadian Fund for Local Initiatives, WAVES project has empowered women who once struggled in silence to recognize the signs of gender-based violence, speak out, and take decisive action to protect themselves and others. These women have demonstrated that with the right resources, women can rise, thrive, and lead the movement for a more just and equitable society. Our vision is to expand this project beyond 50 women and beyond Kano State. With the key learnings from this phase, our goal is to reach 100,000 rural women over the next 5 years. We are committed to co-creating and implementing solutions with the women themselves, ensuring that they are at the center of change. By equipping more women with the knowledge and skills to lead the fight against gender-based violence, we aim to build not only a safer society, but also a foundation for sustainable economic growth.